Great to be joined by the representative of the tournament sponsor. I'm not going to say you're the sponsor because then you'd have to sign the checks. You don't want to do that, do you, Mark? Mark Soder of RBC joining us. This is kind of getting to become a pretty good habit, isn't it? A number of years now you've been joining us. Gets better every year?
It truly gets better every year. And for me this year, I just mentioned inside, this is actually going to be my 5th year down for the Heritage. So it truly gets better year in and year out. So excited for another one.
It's gotten better for RBC too, doesn't it? You talked about how your people, the RBC people, are more excited every year to want to come back down.
You're right. You nailed it. It absolutely. This has been this is a great program for us. As you know, this is a second home for RBC being down here. We're so attached to the community, what this program, what this tournament does for the state, for Hilton Head, and for Sea Pines. And I think our team back home, our clients, our executives have seen what an impact and just what a great opportunity and surroundings we have down here. So every year has been growing for us.
What have you and RBC learned about, this was all new to all of you when you first got into it. Mm-hmm. What do you know now about Hilton Head and the Low Country that you didn't know before that cements that bond?
No, that's a great question, and I think all of us coming down here inherently know the qualities and the values of what the PGA brings, but to really be a part of it and see how a community like Hilton Head and a state like South Carolina comes together and supports so many charities. We just heard from a few inside this morning. I think that really shines a great spotlight on what the PGA Tour does, and again, like you said, the foundation and how everyone comes together and supports a great cause, and that this isn't just a 1 week of the year tournament. It truly is a 12-month-a-year program and a community coming together to help and support. So we're proud to be a part of it.
Steve Wilmot told us earlier in the show, happy sponsor, happy life. Happy sponsor so far?
Thrilled sponsor. Couldn't be happier. And
you've got to be happy with the way your RBC guys have played this year, playing into it, huh?
They're playing great. Fingers crossed. Would love one of them to pull it off this year. So really excited.
Watch out for Nick Taylor. He won at the other harbor town, that Pebble Beach place over in California. Thanks so much, Mark. We appreciate it. Mark Soder of RBC. Great to be joined by Tommy Preston, the Director of National Strategy for Boeing. Here we talked about him having a short title and I butchered it. But anyway, everybody always wants to know, the first question that for any Boeing executive when they come down here before the tournament is, we're going to get another flyover?
We are going to have a flyover. Great. It's one of the great things that we do every year as part of this tournament. We get a chance to show off our products, and in particular the products that are built here in the state of South Carolina. So our plan is to, weather pending, of course, is to have one of our Dash 10s only made in the state of South Carolina. So we hope to be showing one of our 787-10s this year.
And then will it fly off to some far-off land like they have the last few years, where we've had one that just kept going?
One of the fascinating things about Boeing, South Carolina, is 75% of the planes built at our site in North Charleston go to customers outside the United States. So you can pretty much bet that one of those customers will be taking that plane out soon.
Boeing's been at this now for almost a decade as a part of the tournament, and for a decade as a part of South Carolina. You feel at home? Does everybody feel at home here now?
Oh, South Carolina is definitely home. We celebrated our 10-year anniversary in 2019. This is our 9th year as part of this tournament. We expect to be in South Carolina for many, many years to come, and we expect to be part of that tournament as long as well.
What have you learned about this area and about the Low Country of South Carolina over the years that you've been here that you maybe didn't know when you first came here as part of the operation?
Well, I'm a South Carolinian, so
what have you taught them?
I know what I've taught them, but let me tell you, I mean, being part of this tournament as a Boeing employee versus just being here as a spectator, which I did many years, is so different. You see how important this partnership is. Not only does it give us a chance to show off the commitment to the community, but more importantly, it shows how different entities tying together here in South Carolina, and having RBC and the Heritage Foundation and Boeing and all the other partners working together for a major economic driver in this community is so important. So I think that's been really neat for us, is to see that we all know as South Carolinians that golf is important to this state, but this tournament means so much more to the state of South Carolina than I think we realize.
Tommy, thank you so much for your time. Tommy Preston of Boeing. We're going to talk about one of those charities that Tommy just talked about when we continue right here on the Hilton Head News.